This is Danyuana.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through this one.
Working with a donkey with them switching their tail like that, again, that's very typical irritated donkey
Oh, right
behavior.
here, like this.
Yeah.
I'll do it. There we go.
But you notice he's not really doing anything else. He's not trying to strike or bite or kick or anything like that.
This is the pulque community.
Oh, Palmita.
Yeah. You might be able to see me trying to bounce the vein there to find it. This was the last patient of the day. There was a couple of mules here, and we missed a clip of a mule having a kind of an excitatory something response to the xylazine, where he just flipped out and bolted. Drug Jose for around for a bit. I wasn't treating the mules like burros and giving them the midazolam right after their xylazine. The second one I did, because I don't want to do that again. Oh, I switched sides. I gave up on the other side.
That's good, 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 perfect.
Exposing the spermatic cord by trapping the testis into the scrotum. Going to inject 10 mils of 2% lidocaine into each cord. And then on the floor of the scrotum where the incision is going to be made, we're going to inject another 10 mils of lidocaine. Actually, I think that's good.
So you want to be in the how to do it versus not how to do it part of this talk, Amber. So.
No. No pressure, right?
Yeah.
Just having an awfully hard time with that.
You're intradermal, so you just need to go deeper. Just back it out and just go intradermal.
The needle there was intradermal. That's why she couldn't inject. Now it's subcutaneous, and you can see that she's making making a bleb right on the median raphe, and the incisions are going to go right next to that.
There, perfect. Okay, cap it. Throw it back in the bucket. Let's get in there, scrub. Yeah, well, let's somebody scrub him. Come on, it's not like we haven't been doing this all day. Amber, get that bucket closer to him so he doesn't set that.
Clean the area with surgical scrub and water.
Yeah, you need. Okay.
Testes are held into the scrotum, and we're going to make 2 incisions on either side of the median raphe, right next to where the lidocaine was injected. I prefer a different hand hold on these because the surgeon here is cutting towards his hand instead of away from it. But it seems to have worked out okay. Moving some of the subcutaneous fascia of the scrotum from the testis so it can be completely exposed. The fascia in the scrotum of donkeys is a lot tougher than it is in horses, and pound for pound the testes are larger. And what we're doing here with those scissors is we are actually cutting some of the fascia, making it easier to expose the cord.
We never got that.
There we go.
Okay.
The cord's exposed. This is doing this technique using 2 people. It expedites things and makes it a lot easier to tie a ligature. You don't have to have 2 people, but because this is a student learning, we have somebody holding the testis. It's going to be a miller's knot. And unfortunately our surgeon lost control of his suture material. Start over again. Pulling it first throw really tight to get good compression. The suture material should cut through the cremaster muscle. And now the end of that suture material has a needle on it. We're putting the needle through the cord and we're going to tie a transfixation so that the structures in the cord can't slip back into the abdominal cavity through the tunic after they're cut. And this provides a completely closed castration. And the testis is being removed with emasculators. You can see the student is having a little trouble figuring out which way the emasculators go on, making sure he does it properly. The reason for using emasculators is we want the students to learn how to use emasculators. You could have cut the cord with a pair of scissors because it's been ligated. And then we're going to start on the second testis. Spending a little time stripping that fascia away will in the long run make it easier to get the testis out.
There's a cat and a dog cuddling over there. That's not right in our household.
Victor's having a lot of trouble with that knot.
This was very early. This might have been the second day.
Yeah, these guys are a lot better.
Yeah, by the end of the trip, they had gotten a lot better.
Should they practice before they go?
They should, but we still don't have the Mexico people totally on board with. I don't know if they knew where the well, I didn't know they were coming until after we got there, and I don't think they knew there was a video online.
I think we'll be all right.
We were actually really pleasantly surprised to find that we had 6 Mexican students to work with, and they did get a lot better, and they did practice, but not enough ahead of time. And our video is not in Spanish, so some of the points that some of the things that he's having difficulty with are on the video in English, but they wouldn't necessarily translate directly into Spanish without a fluent Spanish speaker making the translation. So these guys all wanted to learn so bad. They were so great.
One good thing about Mexican veterinary students is they're all really good with ropes. Seriously good with a rope. So they learn things like suturing really fast.
Waited for a long time after surgery. That this little bro was drunk for quite some time after surgery. This was the last patient of the day, and he waited around for, that might have been the surgery we just did. He waited around for a while.